Hello. My name is Zach Taylor, and I have a habit of what my counselor has called negative self talk. A habit that I picked up during my school years. Growing up, I was a kid with hearing aids, bad teeth, and I was supposed to be wearing my glasses. I'm someone who has a broken nose and scars on my face from falls that I had as a toddler, and my concerns were always whether or not people actually wanted anything to do with me, or someone with my abilities, or someone who looks like me, really. I mean, in elementary school, I had friends. I had friends throughout, but, for the most part, elementary school was pretty peaceful. But further on, there were quite a few things that lowered my self esteem tremendously. So, there's that. Originally, I was going to go in great detail, but kind of decided against it. So, here's a list of 10 positive things about myself, or, yeah. The first positive thing about me is my creative side. For as long as I can remember, I was always coming up with stories. I'll put together a circle of songs, and I'll put it along with the story that's in my head. you know. Now, the second positive thing about me is that I'm smart. I know someone will look at someone like me, or someone who wears like hearing aids or has disabilities, and A's and B's, baby. I don't know. And now, the third positive thing about me is my determination. That's best shown through when my brother and I were training for a half marathon a couple years ago, and I had a moment where my body gave up because I was dehydrated. My blood sugar was like in the 80s. I kept on trucking. I ran smoothly on race day. I kind of wish that I still got my free beer at the end, though. Okay, I'm more of a margarita person, but beer tastes like cold medicine anyway, so it's not like I'm still salty, but I was supposed to get a free beer at the end. What more? You know. Now, the fourth positive thing about me is my ambition. Growing up, I wanted to do so many things because I thought it looked fun. I wanted to form a band with my cousins and stuff like that. I had great ambitions growing up, and of course, they were a bit unrealistic. Okay. But I've come down from the clouds some, which leads to my next positive thing. Now, the fifth positive thing about me is I could play the piano. I started playing about seventh grade. It started with my mom's stepdad's mother, and now a friend of my grandma's teaches me. And I gotta say, the piano is awesome, guys. It's such a beautiful instrument. It's like the most, I want to say one of the most popular and probably the most underrated at the same time. It's awesome, you guys. Now, the sixth positive thing about me is that I'm passionate about things. Like, some of these things may seem weird to people, but things like video games and music. I volunteer at church. I switch to cameras. Yeah, that's me. I control what you see. And, I think that tacky stuff is cool. And I'm into things like true crime and movies and all that. Now, the seventh one, I kind of cheated because I asked my mom about something positive about me. And she said that I'm courageous, which is weird because I also have anxiety. But I'm courageous. So that's just what my mom says. And the eighth positive thing about me is that I don't want to sound like a neckbeard, but I'm told that I'm a nice guy, for the most part. I'm certainly not nice to myself, but I'm nice to other people, and I like to think that I'm a good person. Uh, I'm a nice guy. Then there's the nice positive thing about me, and that's I'm funny. I will get people laughing and going. Usually it's my family members because that's what I'm less of an introvert around, but And I've been known to get a little blue at times, a little dark, but I've been working on that. Been working on the crude humor because that's not really comedy, but yeah. And then there is the 10th and final thing about me, and that there's people that love me, and God loves me. That's the 10th and final positive thing. Yeah. So while I still have a lot of work to do with the negative self-talk and beating myself up, but I was advised by my counselor to negate that and to not beat myself up, obviously. I don't need to be cocky, but does it help that I beat myself up either? So there's that. So yeah, I don't know why I made this into video form. I suppose we shall see what happens. Yeah.